Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's Thursday, January 28th. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is our daily NBA show that we do. Mike Brenner, a nice job yesterday.
Thank you.
Your record is now looking pretty nice. My record is looking pretty coin flippy, but not to make excuses. But let's just talk about, we discuss more games than what we pick, with these picks. And I tell everyone what I bet. My overall picks that I tell people that I bet have been doing great. I think I stress out a little bit too much about the bets that I give that go on this whiteboard, I wind up giving like the worst picks out of the ones that I bet.
Let's just flip that around and try it differently and go with your picks because I know you've been hitting on those.
But in general, good job, Mike Brenner. Another winner last night, and you got a push on the teaser. For people who don't know how teasers work, if one of the sides in a teaser pushes, you got to push on the teaser regardless, actually, of whether the other side wins or loses. That means if you do a teaser, one side loses, one side pushes, you still get a push.
Still get a push. Yeah, we'll
kind
take
of nice.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got 6 games tonight, some interesting stuff.
Small
I
slate.
guess the first thing that I want to bring up is Chicago at the Lakers, right? On national TV, right? The Bulls are banged up. Everyone, Derrick Rose is banged up. E'Twaun Moore, he's banged up.
Out. Their injury list looks like a damn.
Not looking good. They are playing the Lakers. The Bulls, though, as we've mentioned many times in this show, not a very reliable team. ATS, regardless of what's happening them with the lineup, and they're a huge favorite here. 8.5 points at the Lakers national TV game. Could easily see the Lakers covering here, especially with Kobe out. What do you think?
Kobe's out. But what's his name? Russell might not be playing also. D'Angelo Russell, he's got an eye deal he's working with. I don't know. I'm staying away from that.
Yeah.
I'm just, Chicago, they're just so inconsistent. And again, I looked at that injury report. Jesus, God, it looked like a damn, a police report for Suge Knight.
Yeah, definitely. That was a good one. That was a good one. Made me laugh there. All right, so it's interesting. The Lakers tend to go under when Kobe Bryant sits, and the Bulls, have gone under in 2 straight games before that. They went over. They were huge overtrenders. So it's interesting the total has gone down a bit. It's 200.5 low total. I might wind up making a bet on the under on that one at tip-off. Then we got some other interesting games, right? Let's talk about the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Going for their 10th in a row.
8-1 ATS over their last 9. The Knicks, though, they got a nice cover against OKC in their last game. They also have a solid ATS record on the year overall. And Kyle Lowry's banged up for Toronto, so I don't know. The Knicks getting 9.5 or 10.
I know. I thought about it. I thought about jumping with the Knicks on that. But even though Melo, he's still questionable, and Lowry, I heard, is probably going to be a go. I got that information like 30 minutes ago. But who knows? I looked at that one, but I'm staying off of it because Toronto's just not like that dominating team. And they're going for their 10th win. It's a franchise record and everything else.
Yeah. But, and I'll tell you what, it's 10 market wide. Heritage, I always mention Heritage as being a sharp book, hanging 9.5. So Heritage appears to maybe like the Knicks getting 10 points. All right, I did make one bet on the overnight lines. Should I share that with you, Mike Brenner?
I think you are.
All right, and then we'll decide if I want to include it. I made one. I made one big bet and one nibble. The big bet, big bet was Milwaukee. Now I got them on the overnight line at 5. Now it's up to 5.5, which I don't know if that's a good sign or not. But I could take them at 5.5 here. Memphis, I've talked about them before. I'm just not sold on them as a biggish favorite. You know what I mean? If they're playing, maybe the Bulls, right, and getting points, then maybe I'd look to bet on them. Milwaukee seems like a team with not total fight in them, with some fight. So I took Milwaukee +5. I could give it as a pick here at 5.5. What's your take on that, Mike Brenner?
I don't know. I was looking at actually going with Toronto early, but then I did deeper research.
You mean Memphis?
I mean Memphis, excuse me, and they just do not cover a whole lot of halves, and they're not just a strong home team. They're going through a lot of stuff right now, and Zach Randolph, he's getting older. He's 34 years old right now, and it's starting to catch up to him. And Gasol, he's getting a little tired. I don't know. I'm staying the hell off of it, but you might have.
But why wouldn't you like Milwaukee? Because you are you like Memphis, no?
Yeah, I like Memphis. I'm just not a big Milwaukee guy. I'm not a big Jason Kidd as a coach guy. I mean, they got some talent though. That Middleton, he's a baller. He shows up. Antetokounmpo, or however you pronounce his name. I'm sure someone will mention that later. Yeah. He's from. Where's he from? No.
I think he's from Greece. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That would be my guess on that one. Greece. Not Czechoslovakia. All right, so I'm going to make my decision. I definitely bet it, but I'm going to make my decision on whether or not I want to give Milwaukee at +5.5 here is in a pick. Then we got 3 other games on the card: Denver, Washington, Atlanta, Indiana. That's an interesting one. Atlanta lost to the Clippers last night. Atlanta on any given night could bounce back with a huge game or give another dud. And you can kind of say the same thing about Indiana, although it seems like Indiana's ratio is more like 33% good performances, 67% duds. And then, of course, we got Sacramento, New Orleans, a lot of news there. Biggest news, Anthony Davis with a concussion, Tyreek Evans questionable with the knee.
Has Davis been ruled out, though?
As last I checked, he was questionable.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I'm seeing that the Sacramento line has definitely gotten bet up. It's 3 or 3.5. Mike Brenner, I know you have a bet on one of those games, right?
I'm actually, my play tonight, I'm pulling a totals Loshak.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm going with an under on Atlanta and the Pacers. I got it at 203.5. I'm taking the under.
Yep, it's actually, let's see this. Unless SBR odds is wrong here, I'm seeing 204 at BetChris. So you want to take 204?
I'm going to take 204. It never hurts that half a point.
Yeah, if that was just a Bodog book or something, but since it's BetChris, wow, this line is all over the place. And Bet365 and Heritage and the Greek all hanging 203, but a bunch of Pinnacle hanging 203.5, and BetChris hanging 204. So we'll give you under 204. Tell us why you like that, Mike.
Well,
Brenner.
I like it because Atlanta's traveling from LA. All right, they're just not in sync right now. And the Pacers, I was reading an article on Paul George. I like this guy. He's a great player. But in the beginning of the year, he was saying he is one of, if not the best player in all of NBA. And that's just he must have been smoking something. Now he's realizing, he said, I don't have in the tank what I had in November. And he is just not the same player. He is really, really fallen off. I don't see a bunch of offense tonight. I think Atlanta's tired, looking to just get home. But who knows? I don't know. I'm going to pull a totals Loshak. I'm going with the under at 204.
Well, I'll tell you what. My opinion on that one right now is a relatively strong agreement with you, Mike Brenner. The Pacers, big under trender at home, 7-13. Atlanta's gone under in 6 out of their last 7, and Indiana has made a conscious effort recently to clamp down on defense. I had half a mind to tail you on that one.
Okay.
The other play that I was thinking about was a shot with the under in Sacramento, New Orleans. Now, New Orleans has been a huge over trender in general recently, but with Davis banged up and Tyreek Evans banged up might be a little bit different. And again, Sacramento under trending recently. They've been having success with defense. It's a very high total.
Tired team, though. They are tired.
It's I actually bet that one at 216.5. Now it's down to 215.5 market wide. What's your take on that? You usually have a very good read on Sacramento.
Yeah, I like the direction they're going. Cousins, it's wearing him out. All the he's a horse. But he had a day's rest. Who knows what they're going to do tonight. I just like this team in general. I love the fact that George Karl has just really roped this team in, and Rondo, he just continues to hit a double-double like it's nobody's business on a nightly basis. But staying off it, but I will enjoy it as a fan. Yeah.
Okay, let me make a decision on this. The Pels are 15-6 over/under at home.
Yeah.
Is that a trend I want to bet against? I don't know, but they just haven't been good with Davis out. The Pels have gone over in 6 games in a row, but maybe that sets up for an under, and Sacramento has gone under. All right,
I did look at that as an under. I did.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Mike Brenner.
All right,
I'm going to give both of my picks, man.
Good.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to give both of my picks. That is Milwaukee plus 5.5 and Sacramento, New Orleans under 215.5. And if we come back here tomorrow and I'm 8-10. Fuck it! I don't give a
he does care. Don't buy that. He cares
a little bit.
We do
care a little bit. All right, so we got our picks. I got 2 picks. Your pick is again under 204 in Atlanta, Indiana.
Absolutely.
That's it. And we will be back on Friday. Congratulations, Mike Brenner, on your excellent record as of right now.
Okay, buddy. Take care.